people, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I hadn't done that little song in a minute, so I just wanted to, bless y'all with that for a second. And y'all really saw how this plant just tried to attack me. Let me move because that was really rude of it. Anywho, when applying to medical school or any professional program, you have to, or even a scholarship, you have to write a personal statement. And your personal statement is super, super important. How can you tell me what you learned from this experience? Because me and you can do the same thing and have totally different experiences, take different point of views from those things. So it's communicating, what did I get from this experience that other people may have gotten, and how can I apply it here? And how can I let you know that effectively? And I personally felt like this was one of the most difficult parts of the application. And I felt like, how y'all want me to write a person? Like, what am I writing about? What am I supposed to write here? Like, I have no idea what to write about myself. Give me a topic, give me a prompt or something, cool. But just like a freehand write about yourself, like, I didn't know what to write. I didn't know how to format it. And so for me, it was a really difficult thing to write about. And so I thought that I would do this video for those of you who are in that predicament or who are thinking about applying to programs and you're like, I don't even know how to start this. I was just going to do this video with just the fundamentals of writing a personal statement and what it's supposed to be about. So let's jump right in. First things first, do not, and when I say do not, list all of your accomplishments. They don't need to see all that. They don't want to see all that. And I'm sure you already did that in other parts of your application. You already wrote down, you probably sent in your resume, you already wrote down some experiences that you had. So your personal statement is not the time for you to do a laundry list of all the things that you did. That's not what that's about. So I have 3 questions that you must answer to achieve an effective personal statement. Let me throw a disclaimer in here. I am not a writing guru. I actually don't like writing. But in my experience and in talking to admissions counselors and having conversations with people who have done this before and just my experience, this is what I kind of gathered. So these are the 3 questions that you must answer to have an effective personal statement. Why this profession and why this field? So I'm just going to give the medical school example simply because that's just the easiest for me to relate to right now, but you can fill in the blanks on this. So why medicine? Like, why do you want to go to medical school? Why do you want to go to nursing school? And do not give the cookie cutter, I want to help people. Everybody wants to help people. Okay, but like, what makes it different for you? And to better help you answer that question, I have some subcategory questions. So in order to answer why medicine or why this field, why this profession, answer the question, what moment or what are the events that made you know this is what I want to do? What is that aha moment? Or what was the sequence of events that did that for you? So I know for me, I didn't have okay, I did this one thing and I know I want to do. I kind of talked about this in my Get Ready With Me chit chat, why I chose medicine. I'm gonna link it up here, so you guys should watch that video. But I talked about that and saying that for me, it was my experience working or volunteering in the hospital over time, and that took like a few years. So it was me doing a bunch of those experiences that made me know, okay, yes, medicine is for me. But for some people, it may be a one-time encounter, a one-time interaction, and the same thing with any other field. So if you're into business, like what made you know, like, I want to go to business school, I want to be a lawyer, I want to do this? What was that moment or what were those events that made you know? And that's what you want to detail in your personal statement. So that is going to answer that question for you. The second question that you want to answer is, what skills, what qualities do you have that make you an asset to this program or this field? And if you watched my last video, which was talking about strengthening your application and the characteristics that you need to portray and show in order to have an effective application, you can watch right there. I'm gonna link that too. you would know that it's all about transferable skills and knowing what from your experiences did you learn and how can you use that to this new field that you're applying to help the field move forward. Like, if you weren't there, what would be the issue? Like, what are they missing because you're not there? You need to figure that out. That's a very personal thing to figure out. And I guess I can give you a little example. Like, for me, I'm very passionate about sign language. I learned sign language. I love to learn it. And for me, that was an area of medicine that I felt I didn't see a lot of representation in, and I was curious about how deaf and hard of hearing people got served. So it was like, if I'm a part of your community, if I'm part of your school, I bring that to the table. I can sign, not completely fluently, but I can get along enough to the basics to make someone feel comfortable signing to me in their language, whatever's wrong with them. So I know that was something to help me be an asset to medicine. So you have to figure out, what did you do? What did you learn? What are you passionate about? How can you make your school better? Or how can you make them think you're gonna make their school better? And now number 3, this is gonna be the most research heavy part of your personal statement. Yes, I said you're gonna need research for this personal statement, even though it's about you. You want to portray why that program that you're applying to, not even the field, why that program specifically. So when you're applying to medical school, right? When you're applying to several medical schools, each medical school is unique. Each medical school is different. So you want to say, why this school? What does this school have that they can offer me that another school cannot? So, for example, if you're looking at schools and say one school has a research program on public health, and that's something you're passionate about, you're going to want to say, such and such school has this program in public health that I'm passionate about because in my previous experiences, I've worked with these things on public health. So that's how you want to tie them together. Another example is, does the program or does that scholarship that you're applying for have a specific cause that they support? So do they specifically support, feeding hungry children in other countries or giving aid to homeless people? Do they support something that you support? And you want to say, like, I support this, which is evident in your volunteering with homeless people, that this cause is important to me, which is why your program, other than any other program, makes me feel like I need to be a part. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna have to do that for every program that you apply to. So if you're applying to multiple medical schools, you're gonna wanna sell it in that way. For each school, you're gonna wanna do the research for each school. For each scholarship you apply to, you wanna do the research on that scholarship. To make sure that when the person is reading it, they're like, wow, this person is really serious. I'm really going to consider what they have to say. It shows that you put initiative, you put thought into applying, and you weren't just like, whatever happens. Even though most times when we apply to things, we're like, listen, whatever happens, it's okay. Those are my tips for writing a personal statement. Please do let me know in the comments below by liking this video so that I could do more videos like this if this helps you. And please, please, please share with your friends or your cousins, your family, your auntie, your brother's sister's dog who got removed but want to go to college. Share with all those people. You want to make sure that they have the best chance of getting in. All right, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of melanin. I'll see you on the next video, which should be right here. Bye, guys.